We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This defense for the Patriots, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Touchdown, Falcons! A great effort there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Patriots, nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Patriots will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, Watson. Flush to his right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
Now left side on the swing pass. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 6-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The score, Falcons 7, Patriots 0.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. On the give, this is Harris. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Faking the give. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. And he's got it. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Harris is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. No CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm hearing my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Now back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On play action, they'll throw. The quick slant caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Patriots 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 44, Watson. It's brought in by Harris. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now a first down throw. Watson eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play there for the Patriots.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Watson now to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Again, it's Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Third and goal from the 6. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
A 23-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, That worked quite well for the defense.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
First down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Out of bounds at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw again. His throw caught right around the 6. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons would extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A final shot before the break. Watson, he'll rifle this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's good for a Patriots first down.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Now they try the right side here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The Falcons send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He gets it complete to Harris. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Watson off play action. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll run on first down. Harris, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Falcons, 42-yard line.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Off of play action, it's Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll try to run with Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. Flush to his right. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
He's going to... Drop following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second down and 3. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. The bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
After the interception, here's Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harris. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 to the 39-yard line.
Here's Watson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Back to throw. Watson, wide open receiver, complete. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 1st down, it's Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 73 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly. And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the 4th. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And that's now a half-dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. The CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you presented, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Faking the give. Now Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. And this one is right through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. As they'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So third down and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. He's back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Unfortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
2nd and 10. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Pats have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Pats, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks.